$2.9 billion is being invested into Santa Ana right next to South Coast Plaza, and this project is called Related Bristol. So I'm going to share my screen and walk through this entire project, and this is in a string of a whole bunch of mixed-use projects that are going on in Orange County. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Stubbs. I'm a team leader and owner of Onyx Homes. We're a real estate sales team that has helped over 770 people move all over Orange County in Southern California just since year 2020. And we make this content to hopefully make your life just a little bit easier in your next house search or making a move, whatever you're looking to do. So let's go ahead and dive right into the content. I'm going to be looking at my notes and my screen right over here. But the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen, pull up this website because it shares a lot of the information we're going to want to look at. So relatedbristol.com is where we're at. And this is a massive project. So this is going over, there's a video here that I'm going to go through in a second, but I want to look at the stats really quick. So let me scroll all the way down. So here's where this is going to be at. So let me zoom out of here a little bit. Site location. So 405 freeway, right? This is going right to left is north. So John Wayne Airport's right down here and South Coast Plaza. So if you were to keep going up Bristol on South Coast Plaza, there's this site up here, which this is where it's going to be. Now, here is a map. So we have 3,750 residences. That is a ton of housing. So one thing we're seeing is mixed use is obviously the future. All of these developers are coming in all over the place, and they're taking these old, ugly, boring, wasted space shopping malls and making mixed use. Orange County, if you don't know, has had a massive housing crisis problem because there's no more land. Outside of Rancho Mission Viejo is the last city being built. There's little developments of homes being built here and there. Obviously, Great Park still has building to go, but that's it. There's no going out. If you go out to Riverside, you go out to LA, like there's just land forever, but Orange County is this little pocket bubble. So when they're coming up with these mixed use places, you're seeing underutilized commercial spaces and they're flipping it and they're building a lot of homes. So 3,750 units is a ton in comparison to any of these other mixed use places. Now, 350,000 square feet of retail and dining, also huge. 200 senior units. Now, this is a little bit of a curveball for me. I really don't know how I feel about this. Not that there's anything wrong with senior, but like, I don't know if it fits what we're going for here, but we'll see. A hotel with 250 doors and then 13 acres of open space. I believe, if I remember correctly, my notes here, that this is a 41 acre project. I think the whole, 41 acres of land. So this whole thing here, this orange box, is 41 acres. So what is this? Almost a quarter of it, a little more than a quarter of it is open space, green space, which I think is great. Morning coffee with a friend, that's great. Okay, so let me go to more of these stats. So we just talked about all of these guys here. Now let's go ahead and watch this video. So I'm gonna turn the sound off. I'll let you guys watch this video, but this will help give some visual of what to expect. Right, so there's the 405 freeways, kind of explaining where it's at. But like this guy right here, that barely looks like Orange County. This looks like a massive college compound type of property. And if this is what it ends up looking like, I think it's gonna really change a lot of like the future of what Orange County is gonna look like. Now here's the reality. Orange County is not that old, right? LA is way older. Inland Empire is a little bit older. It's not really a lot of it, but all of this like revitalization, especially in a place like Santa Ana that frankly needs it. This is such a value add to Orange County as a whole, which we talk a lot about, obviously all about Orange County here. There's just a lot going into it. Now there's a lot of like fluffy nonsense in this video, but I'm gonna walk through like where these different things are gonna be at. But I just thought this rendering that they just shared, let me see if I can go back to it. This rendering that they just shared here of what this could look like, I think is very, very special if they actually do this. Okay, so as far as where is this project at right now, right? There's this cool little timeline and it's in 3 phases. So we are waiting for it to get approved and then it would break ground next year. So first phase would be 2026. And then phase 2 would not start until 2030. And then phase 3 wouldn't start until 2033. So this is a massive project that is going to take quite some time. So this is not going to be obviously happening anytime soon. So that's the reality. Here is that vision of this is what it ends up looking like. Mind you, this is right in basically South Coast Plaza. Tons of housing. I think the general area is going to have a massive uplift. Now, will it hurt housing around because this is going to be what's so desirable? Maybe, because with that area right around South Coast Plaza, where if you're an outsider might think that it's super desirable, it maybe isn't so much. I'm gonna go to our website really quick, and I'm just gonna go to our home search. And what I wanna do is I wanna show you the homes that are currently for sale right around this area. So if the development's going to be right here where we're looking right now, it's kind of it. So here's where South Coast Plaza is at. Here's where it would be. If we're looking at just the real estate that's right here, right, we've got $300,000 townhome condos, which we've sold a handful of these in here, super affordable. I think that's fantastic. Not everything should be super expensive, but I think if this is the surrounding area, I mean, this is way below median home price for Orange County, Santa Ana definitely being more affordable. A lot of this is super affordable right around this area. So I think this area might actually drive like these places needing to be like improved, or the higher end people will want to live here. We don't really know the mix of like what type of real estate's going to be in here, but we just know it's residential, right? 3,750 residential units is what they talked about, but they didn't say like what kind, right? From the renderings, from the pictures, it all looks like townhome condos, and I imagine a massive portion of it is going to be apartment buildings, is my guess. There probably will be townhome condos, but if we go down to what we're looking at here, they're color coordinated, right? So let's go back to this. Retail and dining is this darker orange, which is going to be mostly on the south side, which is like South Coast Plaza would be like down here, if you will. So that part makes total sense. The yellow, so this light yellow is going to be for residences, right? So basically the outside of this. So it almost looks like all of them are going to be high rises. Not 100% sure. The hotel's down south, and then obviously the green. And the senior is this little tiny chunk right here, all surrounded by retail and dining. If that's the case, oh, it's right here, kind of bottom middle. I think that's interesting. There's really not a whole lot to go off of with this. It'll be very interesting to see what they do. What is it going to do for real estate values? I'm not sure, to be honest. With a lot of these other mixed use places, it's very clear what I think is going to happen. This one, I'm really not sure. And a lot of it's because I have no idea what the unit mix is going to be here. I do know the surrounding areas are incredibly affordable. Now, mind you, there are some more expensive places, right? You've got this house right here for $188, a 5-bedroom, but there's a lot of super affordable stuff here. So if this is going to be really high end, is this going to be more affordable? I'm not really sure. Very interested to see. We're going to keep you updated as these go on, and once we get final approval and get a better idea what the plans will be, we'll keep putting videos out. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with the future. And then if you want to put in the comments down below, what are your thoughts about this? Because I'm curious. There's a lot going on here. I think it's great for the area overall. What is it going to do to real estate values is what I think. All right, so if you found this valuable, I made this other video on what moving to North Orange County would look like, which this definitely falls into. So if you like this video on the area, watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.